Looking for the right answers to hard and sometimes confusing global events? Look no further. SSM's team brings unique perspectives from across the globe. Our in-depth independent reporting is to make you better understand the world as we evolve. In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
Schengen Story magazine is an African international bi-monthly magazine based in Milan, Italy, and founded in 2016. The publication focuses on personalities, fashion, style, entrepreneurship, and culture for Africans. The articles on food, movies, fitness, music, travel, sports, technology, and books are also featured. Our lives full of best stories. A lot can happen in a month. Expand your mind, change your world. Get Schengen Story magazine's full editions. Celebrating Africans make an impact. Read better, the inside story. Your fashion magazine for a better lifestyle. Inspiring stories for you. Your monthly dose of entertainment. A better mind keeping you updated.
Hashtag Schengen Story magazine. Get Schengen Story magazine full editions.
Yes, get the Schengen Story magazine. That's the publication from the SSM network. My name is Godwin Iwejuwa, and you're welcome to our Friday edition of Global Updates, SSM World Affairs. So today I'm here again all by myself, but it's all good. Hopefully our coordinators will join from different parts of the world if they have that time. So let's quick run through the updates, news updates. Let's start with Nigeria. News are coming in. As at last night, a fresh one came in that INEC reschedules presidential election to January 16th. So January 16th is now the Nigerian presidential election in 2027. And the governor's polls also will be February 6th. Take note that initially it was supposed to, I think initially it was April 23rd. April 23rd was the initial date, but now it's been fixed to January 16th. Now also the INEC says that every party primary, every convention, and all of those things prior to the election in 2027 should begin by April of this year. So April has been put out also for primaries to be held, and January 16 for presidential election 2027, February 6 for the governorship polls 2027. So you will all know that Nigeria runs the presidential election, and it's a 4-year tenure. Every tenure is 4 years. So right about now, we're rounding up the 4th year of the government, the present government, the APC-led government, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. And by January 16th, we'll be going to the polls. So it's a new development. Everybody needs to take note, and plans need to begin now. Mobilization and all of those things. So INEC announced this last night, and they've also given out some directives for every party to follow. Also take note that Nigeria has, in all, we have about 21 political parties, 21 of them. 21 political parties make up the political party in Nigeria. We have different names, but the major players are the APC, PDP, People's Democratic Party, ADC, the new baby in the house that is also carrying weight, African Democratic Congress, and SDP and all the rest, Accord and all the other parties. So 21 parties make up the Nigerian political parties. So this should be noted that the governor electionship, presidential electionship that was planned earlier for different dates has now been brought forward to January 16th, February 6th, and I think March 6th also will be the assembly election. Assembly election will be March 6th. So that's the update coming from Nigeria as of this morning. The other update we also getting here now is that take note that today is international updates, world affairs, but we still have to run through some new Nigerian news. So Tinubu has officially given the new IGP Disu, Olatunji Disu. He has given him the mandate to work and decorated him with that rank. For now, he's still the IGP. So the IGP has been decorated, and he's meant to start his job. We heard that the man knows he's a tough one. So let's see what he will do, mainly on the issue of state policing. State policing should be looked into. That is one way we can curb some of these insecurity we are facing in Nigeria. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decorated Olatunji Disu as the acting IGP, urging fairness, professionalism, renewed fight against insecurity. We've not really gotten the news of what could have made the former IGP resign, but tongues are wagging. People are saying different things. So the new IGP is there now, Olatunji Disu. He has taken over after Kayode Egbetokun retired. Kayode Egbetokun was the other IGP. So moving on to more international stories. Yesterday, while a lot of things were happening, one major activity was the former president's wife, Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was called to, she was giving out her testimony before a committee that has been set up to look into the Epstein files and Epstein relationship with the family as American president and one-time defense secretary, Hillary. So she said that she wants to see truth come out of that testimony she gave. Also today, Friday, 27th, Bill Gates, the former American president, will be due to appear before the Oversight Committee, hearing what also he has to say concerning the Epstein file and his relationship with him. So these are some international news we're getting. The Bill Gates family, the Clinton family, are now being asked to say their part in this whole Epstein issue, even though Epstein is no more. We all know what that story is. There are files that have come out, including Bill Gates, the former president, having so many encounters around the Epstein estate, the Epstein premises, and so they are being questioned, and we're following that story. So we hope to know what comes out of it. The wife has gone for the testimony, that committee, and she said she wants to see truth come out. She said all she has said. She doesn't really know the man. She didn't have that close relationship with him. So that's the Epstein story there. Also, this morning we heard some news coming out from America. There was a shootout. The United States citizens were among those that were killed in Cuba and a speedboat situation. And there were shootouts, and 2 people have been killed, 2 United States citizens. So this is coming on the world affairs update. We thought our man George would be here to give us more on that story. But United States said what the government said is it is a kind of shootout between some gangs, some people, and coincidentally, 2 United States citizens were in that tension. So this is also coming with the not too good relationship between the United States and Cuba, and we've been following that for some time now. Take note that U.S. is trying to really stop all of these smuggling of drugs through different passage that borders with the United States. So all of this now is bringing so much. So we heard that they got the troops came across this boat, and somehow, somewhere, tension escalated and there were shootouts. So that's coming in from the United States. We hope to have more on that story. We know things are not all going well in that side because Trump is really doing all he can to see that infiltration of people, immigrants, drugs, all of these things are stopped completely from that corner of the United States. So these are some of the updates we're following. There are still more updates, but let's take a small break. I'm here, Godwin Iwejuwa, in the Milan studio on today's edition of World Affairs. World Affairs is SSM Friday event to give some little updates, the little ones we can get. We know a lot happens in the world. So what we do is bring those ones that really matters the most and put it out as our update. So look on all the stories. We're also there on social handles, WhatsApp. The channel is there, Twitter, the X file, Instagram, and all the rest. So I'll be with you. Let's take a small break. See you on the other side. Thank you.
To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas, and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy. Your party, for you and by you. Every life is important. Every right is respected. We promote friendship, cooperation, and collaboration. We believe that when we work together, we make great things happen. With love and respect, we shake hands. Yes, we shake hands. Therefore, we say, ADC arise. ADC arise. ADNC arise and shine.
This message is endorsed by ADC 7th Zone, ADC-DN, African Democratic Congress, Diaspora Nigerians, Diaspora Network.
If you want the future of Nigeria to be better for you, not for me. Not for me at all, for your generation. Anybody in Nigeria today who is affected by the rottenness of the government, by the unpalatable situation of the poor man in every application, no light, no water, roads are bad, education bad, health bad, any other thing, you are in a mess.
Darkness falls across the land.
All right, you're welcome back. You're welcome back to Friday edition of SSM World Affairs. Godwin Iwejuana is my name. So yes, we're doing some quick review of some occurrences around the world. Let's also highlight that what we do is to just bring little of what is happening. We know a lot is happening around the world. So we just bring this little bit to update our people. Let's also go through some of what we've just said. We talked about the Epstein file and Hillary Clinton, the wife of Bill Clinton, coming before a committee and saying all she knows about the Epstein file and all her relationship with him. Also, the husband, Bill Clinton, will be appearing before that oversight committee today, Friday. We hope to get all the information when it happens. We also ran through what is happening. Tinubu, Nigerian president, finally decorating the new IGP, Olatunji Disu, as the new IGP for Nigeria. During the week, the other IGP resigned from active office. So that was Kayode Egbetokun. We also talked about the plan, Nigeria's INEC plan that has been reshaped. INEC has said that the elections for 2027 will now happen in January the 16th and not, like earlier said, not in March. So January 16th, Nigerian presidential election will be holding 2027, and February 6th, the governor pools will be running. Also, the House of Rep and all of those will come in March of 2027. So these are some of the updates we're getting. Let's give this interesting one too. The young man, we all know the footballer Messi. Messi, that wonderful footballer. Messi is saying something. It caught our attention. Messi says he wished he had learned English language at an early age when he was growing up. He says it's really impeding him, stopping him from communicating well with global figures he meets, and this is not helping him at all. Take note that the Argentina national now plays for United States, a club in the United States, the Miami FC. So he said this yesterday in a podcast. He says he missed the opportunity of studying when he was young. He regrets that now, not to have learned English as a boy. He had the time to learn, but he didn't do it. So he deeply regrets. That's interesting. So one of what I'm saying here is, so you can see how important and how the English language has become a language that at least you must have, you must be able to express yourself with, because it takes you far. The English language is universal. Even with the Chinese people that are up on 1 billion, and the Indians are also 1 billion plus, they still all want to learn English. You know, we could have just had Mandarin, the Chinese language, as the world's official language, but the English language is what still dominates. So Messi says he wish he had learned the English language. So yes, these are some of the updates we're following. Also, there is something that there is a small update here also that I need to bring up. It's an organization in Europe. Listen to this.
It is now 85 seconds to midnight. This is the closest the world has ever been to midnight. The risks we face from nuclear weapons, climate change, and disruptive technologies are all growing. Every second counts, and we are running out of time. It is a hard truth, but this is our reality.
Last year, we warned that the world was perilously close to catastrophe and that countries needed to change course towards international cooperation and action on the most critical existential risks. Unfortunately, the opposite has happened. Rather than heed this warning, major countries became even more aggressive, adversarial, and nationalistic.
Okay, so what you just saw there is this. There's an organization in the world that looks at critical situations and how things could escalate, and we are taken out. The world is terminated. So they are called doomsday watchers. So this group of people watch events and begin to tell us, we are so minutes close to the doomsday event. So they are, it's interesting anyway, but they are a group of very pessimistic people. They see things from a different angle. They don't see positivity. They feel that one day we will all be blown off out of this world because of the aggression within countries with people. So that's that group. They watch time. They take time to watch events and relate it to the clock and say it is 10 minutes to midnight. So midnight for them is the time when the world will exterminate. The world will be no more. So that's interesting. I found that in one group, and I said this is something to actually talk about and also bring to the fore of our people. So they watch events. They use it to calculate their own timing for a period of time. The world will evaporate. Will be no more. And they say it's really getting intense. More events are happening. Things are happening. People are getting more agitated. Aggression is growing. United States is not helping things either. Russia is also on one side. China and all of this. So they feel one day there will be that clash, that boom blast clash of nations, World War III, and the world will come to an end. So that's what you just saw there. The doomsday people predicting that we're close to midnight, we're close to destruction. But for some of us, it's not so. As much as humans want to show that they own the world, they can wipe out people, still we have this hope that God still owns this world. So God will not let anything go beyond out of control. I mean, even when we had this First World War, Second World War, it was still not the end of the world. So that's just a small tidbit we are bringing to the awareness of our people, this group of people that watch the time and tell us, listen, we're close to destruction, we're close to the end of the age, so be ready. They put fear in people somehow. They put anxiety, they add all of this to people, but we want to say it's not so. So anyway, that's it, Doomsday Watchers and all of this story. So I think with this, we want to call it off for the week. It's been a week of different stories, updates, media alerts and all of that, but we have to go. Also, a small one. I don't like to do this, but I think I might just do it. Today happens to be my birthday. Yes, a year older today. And it's beautiful to be alive, to also do what I'm doing. So I want to thank I'm using this to thank all of the followers, all of our viewers, followers, and friends, and all those that have been supporting this network from the beginning. The network has been running since 2016, and a lot of you have always been there. So thank you for those support. Keep following us. What we're trying to do is create European, Nigerians and Africans in the West, in diaspora, abroad. We're trying to create that network where we can also have a say in occurrences, in events, and things in our country. Not only Nigeria, in all parts of Africa too. So this is what we're here for, and we hope to be with you guys as much as we can. So we have to go. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend as I also go to celebrate my birthday. God bless you all, and see you Monday, hopefully, when we begin with the Between the Lines updates. So thank you. Bye-bye.